channel.
Hey, you know what time it is?
What time is it, man?
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of The Beatdown, the segment and channel where two worlds collide. I'm your host, Faz, and my co-host,
Mr. J. And always, guys, I would like to bring you the friendly reminder. If you would like our videos or our content, go in the section below, like, comment, subscribe, and as always, share.
Yeah. And without further ado, recently Thor 4 came out into Disney Plus. We decided, hey, we're gonna talk about this character, and I will be representing for right now DC Comics, Miss Martian. I'd say brief origin story time. Miss Martian, or AKA Megan Moore, Megan Moore. That's how they have a weird name pronouncing her name, AKA Miss Martian. But anyways, let's get back into it. Brief origin story time. In the Martian world, green people are friendly and kind and are known as very loving people. And in the Martian world, the white ones are considered bad and evil and do savage things. Guess which one she was. Anyways, her family was white Martians, and they were very bad people. You know, they did a lot of bad things. But she was kind of like the outsider. She didn't really feel like she wanted to be that way. So one day, her family takes her off planet, and she decides, hey, this is the opportunity to escape. And she heard about a green Martian manhunter on Earth. So she's like, hey, I'm gonna go visit him. But she didn't want him to know, hey, I'm a white Martian, because obviously the white Martians have slaughtered his people. So out of respect, she turns into a green Martian, but doesn't tell him that she was a white Martian, and decides to blend in on Earth, joining in members like the Teen Titans, I believe the Young Justice. I don't really know for sure, but the Teen Titans nonetheless. She joins that group. Yeah, and that's the brief origin story of Miss Martian, or Megan Moore. The power, abilities, and feats. She has Martian physiology, shape-shifting, size alteration, invisibility, phasing, superhuman, here's the superhero cocktail, superhuman strength, superhuman stamina, superhuman durability, superhuman speed, superhuman agility, superhuman reflexes, regeneration, healing ability, flight, extra sensor input, that's interesting, longevity, super hearing, heat vision, Martian vision, X-ray vision, electromagnetic spectrum vision, telescope vision, microscope vision, telepathy, illusions, possessions, astral projection, mind control, telepathic relay, telepathic assault, and telekinesis. Yeah, her bread and butter is her ability to control mind. She could really mess with your head if she wanted to. Now, here's some of the impressive feats. Supergirl and Martian Manhunter have fought to a draw. Okay, super strength on the level of Superman. Telekinesis, she uses to fly super fast. So here's this long list here. The niece to one of the strongest DC heroes, the Martian Manhunter. At least that's what he claimed her to be. Joined the Teen Titans, helped Robin find Bombshell, aided to Teen Titans bringing Bombshell down, fought against Teen Titans East, fought against Supergirl during an Amazon attack, nearly defeated Artemis, saved Helena, Wonder Woman's mother, defeated an evil future version of herself called Martian Manhunter, freed herself and Kid Devil from the Terror Titans, spent time infiltrating the Dark Side Club as Star Spangled Kid defeated Clock King. It's a lot of things. During Final Crisis, helped checkmate attempt to physically purge the anti-life equation. That's crazy. Helped Tim Drake fake an assassination. All right, so Endgame. Let me talk about a couple things. One is that she could turn into a giant size alteration of herself, giving Lady Thor a little more of a harder hit target. Another thing is that she could read minds, which means that she could probably penetrate the weaknesses of Lady Thor. And if you don't already know, Lady Thor's weaknesses is being Thor for too long. If she's Thor for too long, it does affect her at some point, and eventually her body has to give if she turns back. And she does turn back at some point after being juiced up. Now, another thing is to add on to this is that Megan could read her mind, could also know how to pinpoint some weaknesses, which is her ability to kind of get her angry. Getting her mad and getting her to throw all those blows wouldn't really matter because again, uh, Miss Martian has the ability to phase through things. So even if you throw any kind of thunderous blow, it's not really going to do anything as long as she keeps phasing through those abilities. So juicing her up in that way is probably the best way to go about doing this. Another thing to add on is that she could turn small, sneak attack her in that way. She can hear an attack coming from a mile away. So even if, let's say, Lady Thor decides to throw the hammer, or she decides to throw anything else, or she decides to attack her from like throwing with quickness, Miss Martian has the ability to hear things coming from literally too much from far away. So even if she decides to come from a distance, even if she just comes super fast, Miss Martian's going to be able to dodge it. Now you could also argue the good old-fashioned speed and punch situation because she does have the strength to go toe-to-toe with people like Supergirl and stuff. I do believe that she might be able to take down Lady Thor. Lady Thor has shown some impressive feats, but I do believe Miss Martian has been shown to be a lot more stronger when it comes to fighting styles, and she's able to take on people like Supergirl, and she's also been known to probably be even stronger than Martian Manhunter himself. My two final points will be this. She has heat vision to be able to kind of burn into Lady Thor if she needs to. And the number one thing I will add is the ability to mind control. The mind control ability does come in handy because there's a layer of things you could do about this. One thing, she can get her to turn back into regular Jane Foster at any moment. If she could control that mind to get her to do that, bam. And let's say they're fighting in space and she turns into regular Jane Foster, she's gonna die because she needs oxygen. So regular human Jane's not gonna do much against Miss Martian. Another thing is that she's also able to mind control or use the controlling abilities to kind of manipulate her or to create illusions into her head to make her think she's fighting someone there when she's really not. She can also kind of mess with her mind on the inside. Remember, she has the ability to attack people's mind. Lady Thor is a very strong woman, but she's only strong in the ability of strength. I don't know how long will last. I do believe that being given the fact that she is dying of cancer, your will at some point is gonna give during a fight against someone who's got a lot of powers in their possession. So I gotta say, with Miss Martian being able to mind control, with also the same level of strength and speed as Supergirl, being able to alter her size, phase through things, and shift into anything and create illusions, yeah, I gotta say she's got Lady Thor's number on this one.
Woohoo! I got mine! I will be representing today Marvel's Lady Thor. Or Jane Foster. I don't like when we call him Lady Thor, apparently. Yeah. They're like, just say Thor. Yeah, they're like, just say Thor. You don't need to add lady to it. I'm like,
okay, right. But I mean, you know.
How are you going to know which one I'm talking about? So, brief story time. For years, Jane was a nurse employed by Dr. Donald Blake. That is the first host of Thor in the comics, in the early comics, when Thor was doing the whole human host thing. Anyway, before becoming a doctor herself, Foster is later revealed to be deemed worthy to wield Mjolnir. I can't pronounce it, sorry. When the former is no longer able to do so. So during this period, she adopts the mantle of Thor and joins the Avengers. And that's the brief origin. Now, going into her abilities and feats, she has superhuman strength, speed, durability, stamina, senses. She's self-sustaining. She has a healing factor as well as longevity, energy manipulation as well as lightning electrokinesis. Feat-wise, she has exploded a frost giant's head with lightning. Yeah, those are those giant things that are about as tall as a building. Yeah, she exploded one of his head. Ooh. She has shattered an ice bridge with lightning.
Little lightning.
She's used lightning to purge Thor of nanotechnology, and she's been able to manipulate Jupiter's giant red spot, which is basically a huge superstorm several times larger than Earth. So, space is not exactly an issue for her when she's in that form. Now, going into the end game, obviously she's gonna have to make this short and sweet. Maybe even take her to Jupiter where she can, I want to say, having that storm, having all that electricity and having all that lightning in the area can maybe possibly increase her power. If not, it can definitely cause some form of distraction to Miss Martian. Now, what she's going to need to do is, like I said, she's going to have to keep her distracted. I was going to say Miss Marvel. Miss Martian.
Martian, yeah.
Miss Martian, she can phase through things, yes, but I feel like it would be difficult to phase through multiple things at a time, especially when you can't exactly focus or concentrate on which direction they're coming from. Now, being inside of a superstorm may not really affect Jane too much, but I want to say it will at least throw Miss Martian off. She's going to be worried about lightning coming from here, from behind her, all which ways. So while she's trying to worry about that, Jane's going to come in from out of nowhere from her blind side, which she cannot see, and she's going to hit her with that hammer. Now, if Miss Martian is not able to phase in time, I don't think she's going to be able to take a blow from that hammer. You know, like, well, maybe she's strong as Superman, maybe she's strong as Supergirl. Okay, cool. All of these people, I don't care. You get hit with that hammer with any Thor, and it has been shown that you're going to go down. You're at least getting knocked down.
Yeah.
Whether it be from the lightning blast that this thing can purely, that it possesses, or just by Jane hitting her with it. If Miss Martian is distracted enough and she can't see the blow coming, she's at least going to get knocked out. So keep her in an area where she's distracted, where she can't focus, and just try to swoop up on her from her blind side and nail her with that hammer. It's going to have to be fast because, as you said, with Miss Martian's ability to control her mind, that can definitely happen if the fight goes on too long. So Jane's going to have to take her somewhere where she either has the advantage or where it works out in her favor. So try to take her somewhere where she can be distracted.
I'd recommend the sun.
Yeah, but I feel like that would slightly hurt Jane as well. I don't know if Jane could survive in the sun.
Well, she doesn't need to be in the sun too long. You see, the sad thing is Martians are weakened by fire.
Yeah, I did know about that.
I hate that.
Which is, was going to bring me to another one. She could, take her into a burning building and just fight her there, and try to use that weakness against her. And once again, when she's distracted by all the flames, they're like, oh no, this burning rafter is about to fall on me. I caught it. Wham! Hammer time.
Yeah, no, for sure. With all that fire happening around her, there's no way it hurts her if she gets burned. So if there's a fire being in there, there's no way she's gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna be able to throw down.
So this is an entire Martian thing. This is not just Martian Manhunter.
I thought it was just Martian Manhunter, but then I also looked at it and it turns out it's also on her end fire as well. So yeah, tragically put her in a hot environment and she's screwed.
Well, there you go. There's the distraction. Put her in a burning building or maybe even a forest fire, somewhere large enough to where it causes an issue.
Yeah.
Like
And the name of the game is just to keep her there.
Exactly. There was a scene in Thor where Thor just wanted to immobilize Loki. Basically, he wanted to keep him in the same spot. So what he did, you're all going to be like, this is super lame, but he just laid his hammer down on him, and Loki couldn't move.
Oh yeah, I remember that in Ragnarok. Yeah. It's a brilliant move because
they've used it a couple different times in a couple different movies or comics or continuity, whatever.
And it works.
If she does that to Miss Martian and she's not able to lift that hammer, and she's in the burning area, it's game over. Take her to
Yeah.
a forest fire, knock her down, put the hammer down on her, and just walk away.
Walk away.
That's it. Keep her distracted, keep her off her toes, put her in an environment where she's either distracted or weakened. Lay the hammer down and hope it works.
Whoever is worthy will possess the power of Thor!
And as always, No Press fam, it's not up to me. It's not up to my boy. It's up to you guys. So, if you guys like my argument, you know what you can do? You can hashtag Miss Martian. And if you like my boy's argument, what can you do, brother?
Hashtag Jane Foster.
Yeah. And as always, No Press fam, we really appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys. Catch you guys later. Peace.